Johan, how you doing?
Yo, hello.
Are you a Muslim?
Yes, I'm a Muslim.
Awesome. So what do you think of the topic?
What's the topic? I can see it. Oh, Muslim hate Allah and Muhammad. Yeah. How does that make any sense? Can you show me?
Well, you guys deny the Quran when we show you guys verses. You guys deny Hadith when we show you. So it's like, man, it's like you guys must hate the book. You guys hate Allah and Muhammad because you guys deny everything they say.
Oh, well, can we see it? Can you provide evidence?
You want an example?
Yeah, I mean, provide evidence what you claim.
Do you believe Muhammad sinned?
I'm not sure about that one, but where does it say that Muslims hate Allah and Muhammad? Where does this?
John, you're on stage. John I, you're on stage. Are you a Muslim? John, going once. Alright. Bazar, are you a Muslim?
Yes, I'm Muslim.
Welcome to the stage. How are you today?
I'm on the stage now? Okay, yeah. If it's okay, I wanted to talk about Islamic dilemma.
You want to talk about the Islamic dilemma?
Yeah.
Sure, what do you want to talk about? Like, what specifically do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I want to see your point on that. For example, do you think that Islamic dilemma, firstly, let's up on the ground, do you think that Islamic dilemma tells you that the Quran confirms previous scriptures and at the same time contradicts, correct?
That's the Islamic dilemma, yes.
Okay. So do you think that author of the Quran is Muhammad? Okay.
By the way, guys, this is on topic because even with the Islamic dilemma, it shows that Muslims hate the Quran because they deny what the Quran says. So.
No, you agreed to talk about that.
Yeah, sure. So what was your question? Sorry, I was just addressing somebody in the chat.
It's okay. Do you believe that the author of the Quran is Prophet Muhammad, correct?
Do I believe that the author of the Quran is Muhammad? It may have multiple authors, honestly. I don't know.
Like generally it's Muhammad, correct?
Again, I don't know. I can't say.
Okay, good. Do you think that Prophet Muhammad, one of the authors of the Quran?
Maybe.
Okay. Do you think that the author of the Quran, and one of them is Prophet Muhammad, he heard from people, for example from Christians, some of their beliefs, and he thought that that's the belief from the Bible, from their book, or he could distinguish between their beliefs and what is in the book because he knew actually the content of their scriptures?
It doesn't seem like there was knowledge of the scriptures. It seems like there was ignorance of the scriptures, and so claims were made about what they don't know about.
So he heard something and he just thought that that's their belief from the book, correct? So he couldn't distinguish because...
Yeah, he didn't know.
Okay, good. So, for example, when he says in the Quran that Jesus is not God, do you believe that that belief is contradicting the Bible?
Yeah, it contradicts the Bible, but he didn't know that it contradicted the Bible. He thought he was correcting the Christians.
Okay, wait. So you just agreed with me that when he heard something, he thought that's belief from their book because he could not...
No, I did not agree with you on that. I said he didn't know. I said that when he would hear things, he didn't know if it was actually from the book or just something that the Jews or Christians made up. He did not know, he could not tell. So there were things that they said that he disagreed with, and you see these corrections in the Quran where it's correcting what people say. He didn't know that he was actually contradicting the scriptures.
So what he presupposed then? Because when he heard something from people, there was a presupposition, if that is from the book or if that's their just beliefs that contradict the book, because that's less possible that he heard something and thought that they're contradicting their books, correct?
No, so for example, you have the hadith where it says that the Jews were reciting the Torah and they would explain it to the Muslims in Arabic. And do you remember what Muhammad's response was to that?
Yeah, they could lie about the scripture.
Yeah, so he says, don't believe them nor disbelieve them, right? But say, we believe in what was revealed to us and what was revealed to you. So you have to believe their books, but take what they say as a grain of salt. Don't believe what they say, and don't reject what they say, because what they say could be part of their scriptures, and you could be rejecting something that's true. Or what they say is not from their scriptures, and you could be believing a lie. So don't believe or reject. So they didn't know. They couldn't distinguish.
Yeah, why he said that? Because before that, in Medina, he saw some Jews that were telling or that were covering something from the scripture. So they were lying about the scripture and they were covering that. And because of that, he started to say that. But in Mecca, when surahs like about the Moses story and etc., they were revealed to him. Some of stories about Moses and etc. So when he heard these stories, in your position, he thought that's from the book, because that's more possible. Because when he heard something from Christians and Jews, he would not think that they lie about their scriptures, correct? The first times, in the Mecca, for example.
Yes, he thought that they would be lying about their scriptures anytime. He didn't know. He couldn't tell. He was ignorant of the scriptures. He does not know the scriptures, brother, but he believed in them. He believed, like told them, hey, just say you believe in what was revealed to you and what was revealed to them. So you believe in their books, but just don't believe what they say or reject what they say.
Yes, I'm telling you, he said that because before that, in Medina, when he did his hijrah, okay, when he went to Medina, he saw some Jews that were lying about the book and were covering some things about the book.
Yeah, but that's not correlated to what he says there in that hadith. Those are two different things. That has nothing to do with that.
But he said that's after what happened in Medina, after their lying and their covering of books.
How do you know?
Okay. So in Mecca, when he didn't meet these Jews that were lying about the scripture,
so how do you know that follows that?
Because the Jews lived in Medina. You didn't know about that?
Please listen to my question carefully. You said that when Muhammad said, don't believe what they say or reject what they say, but say you believe in their books, say you believe in your book. Okay. How do you know that event in that hadith was after the event when there was a Jew who tried to lie about the Torah by covering it with his hand?
Do you wanna see the timeline?
Yes, if you're saying that happens afterwards or whatever, yeah, I would like to see that.
We can check the timeline if you want. Okay. You will do your research, or you want me to?
No, this is your claim, bro. You made the claim. Come on, man.
Do you have the number of hadiths that you recited?
No, I don't. Guys, what's the number of that hadith where Muhammad says, don't believe them nor reject them? What's the number of that hadith? Somebody in the chat will put it up. Al-Zuk 101. Sahih Bukhari 7542.
Okay. While I'm researching, do you believe that when he contradicted, like when he said Jesus is not God, did he suppose that he could contradict the Bible?
No. He thought that he was correcting. He thought he was just correcting the slander of the people. He did not know that the actual gospel taught Jesus was God.
So he was thinking that the gospel talks about him not being God, correct?
Yep.
Where does this presupposition comes according to you?
When it says that it confirms the gospel and that the gospel is true.
No, wait.
But then he contradicts it by saying that Jesus is not God.
Mm-hmm. No, you said that he thought that this is the Bible belief that Jesus was not God, correct?
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that he thought that he's in perfect alignment with the gospel and that people are distorting Jesus and lying about Jesus.
Okay.
So we did not think that the scriptures taught this. We thought that this was what the lies of the people, which is why he says in the Quran, for those who say the Messiah is Allah. For those who say, the Christians say Jesus is the Son of Allah.
Okay.
Right? Or did you tell the people, Jesus, did you tell the people to take yourself as gods besides me and to take you and your mother as gods besides me? No. So he thinks that this is just, he's attacking what people are saying about Jesus, not what the scripture says about Jesus. He never attacks what the scripture says about Jesus. It's always what people say.
Okay, so when he says that, when he says something that contradicts what people say, and do you think that he believed that these people say something that contradicts the Bible itself, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so he knew the Bible content.
No, he thought. He didn't know it.
From where, like? From nothing?
What do you mean from nothing?
No, he thought that they contradict the Bible. If he didn't know the content of the Bible, how he thought that?
Because he thinks that he's in line with the previous scriptures, and he thinks that he's in line with the scriptures when he says
because he knew
not God.
Because he knew the content of previous scriptures, so he knew that.
He didn't know
according to,
He didn't know anything about the previous scriptures.
But how? So why you say that he thought that these people contradicting the Bible if he didn't know the content of the Bible?
Okay, let's do this one more. Let's do it this way.
Hey, Elijah.
What?
Is he running the conscious edit?
Of course.
Oh man.
So let's do it this way. Let's say so I gave you chapter 5, verse 71 and 72. It says, those who say Jesus is the Messiah is Allah. Those who say that Allah is a third of three. In chapter 9, verse 30, it says, the Jews and Christians say that Ezra is the son of Allah, that Jesus is the son of Allah, that they're saying from their own mouths. That they're saying from their own mouths, imitating disbelievers from before.
Okay.
In all these times, we're seeing that he's accusing of people of what they say. He's attacking what people say.
Yeah.
Can you show me anywhere where Muhammad, when he's addressing this stuff, where he addresses the actual scripture, where he addresses the gospel and says, the gospel says, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, but this is false. Really, it's this, like he does in these other examples that I gave you. Do you have an example of that? Where he
that wasn't even my point. No.
That was your point.
No, that wasn't my point. I said that, okay, he talked about the people's speech, okay? But he thought, according to you also, that people's speech contradict the Bible itself, correct? So in Bible, it is not written.
Do you believe that Muhammad corrected the Bible?
What do you mean correct the Bible?
Do you believe that Muhammad purposely contradicted the Bible because he knew what was in the Bible?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'm saying that Muhammad contradicted and corrected what people said because he didn't know that it was actually in the Bible. He went after what people said. You're saying, no, he's contradicting what he knows is in the Bible. So, I demonstrated to you that he attacks what people say. Can you show me any verse where he attacks the Scripture and addresses the Scripture and corrects it?
Can you listen the continuing of my argument now? Because you interrupted me. Okay? So he listened to people, they say something contradicts the Bible. And you presuppose that he somehow thought that they contradict the Bible, even if he didn't know the content of the Bible. So
did you understand my question?
Yes, I understood your question. Just wait a minute, please.
Can you engage with the question that I asked you?
No, because I was saying something, you interrupted me and asked you.
I interrupted you because you wasn't dealing with what I just asked you. You completely.
No, I'm dealing with the topic, Islamic dilemma.
Do you know how conversations go?
Of course, yeah, I'm doing that now.
So when you have a conversation with somebody and you're having a disagreement, you engage with what the person just said on their point. What you did is you completely avoided what I just said and asked you, and you went somewhere else. That's why I stopped you and said, hey, can you actually answer my question? So, this is where we're at right now in the conversation. I'm giving you another opportunity. Can you or can you not show me a verse where the Quran is addressing the Scripture and correcting them? Like I gave you multiple examples where the Quran addresses what Jews and Christians say and then corrects them on what they say. Can you show me that from the Scripture?
Okay, that's some argument, but no, there's nothing like this in the Quran.
There's nothing in the Quran. Okay. So far, and I'm gonna let you have it. Thank you for answering directly. So far, I was able to show you from Scripture examples of what I'm saying. You don't have any examples in the Quran for what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that.
Are you presuming here?
I'm not saying that.
Which one of us is working on a baseless presumption?
I'm not saying that in the Quran it's verbatim written that, for example, in Torah it says something and then contradict that. I'm not saying that that's my argument. Why are you, again, appealing to something else? I'm saying that, according to you, if you heard something from the people, for example, let's suppose that I'm hearing now something from you, okay? I'm hearing now something from you, and I didn't read a book that you're quoting, for example. Not quoting, like you're saying something according to that book, okay? And I'm contradicting that, not knowing the content of the book. And how can I think that you contradict the book if I don't know the content of the book? Can you answer that?
Okay. So it seems like a complete avoidance of the point that I made. You're just like,
wait, I just answered you. Can you answer my question?
I know you're not dealing with the point that I raised you.
No, I answered your question. Answer my question.
You asked the question and I completely ignored what I asked you. But it's okay.
But I answered and you said it's okay. My answer is okay.
So I asked you, how do you have a presupposition, a presumption? Which one of us has a baseless presumption? The one who actually has examples for what he's talking about? Or the one who doesn't have examples for what they're talking about?
You said my answer was direct, and now you don't ask me. Can you repeat my question?
I got you, bro. I'll repeat your question. Go ahead. Your question could be repeated in the audience. Take care of yourself. Ben, you're on stage.